So this is the SEO DOM Logger Chrome extension. What it actually does is it allows you to quickly locate any instances where a user interaction like clicking, hovering, scrolling prompts new page elements to appear within the DOM. That's the code of the page. It's kind of like the live rendering of the code of the page. Why is this important? Because this is a problem that server-side rendering doesn't inherently fix. This is also important because web crawlers like Screaming Frog don't actually find issues like this. So this is an issue that without manually QAing a web page, you're not really going to be able to find it. So let's go over what this actually is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reload this page. I'm going to open up the Chrome extension and I'm going to click Start Logging. So this will now tell us whenever something is added into the DOM of the page. So there's stuff like this where you see it doesn't impact any of the core elements. But if I hover over here, you start seeing, wow, a lot of things just got added to the DOM. So what is this telling us? Is that when we look down here, all of these different elements were added into the code of the page due to some kind of user event. What does that mean? That means everything within here can never be seen by bots, because bots, generally speaking, aren't going to have these kind of user-focused events. They're not going to scroll. They're not going to hover. They're not going to click on things. And if any of those kind of actions are required for a page element to show up, generally speaking, a bot like Googlebot or Google's web rendering engine and other bots out there aren't going to see these elements. So all of these valuable internal links, texts on page and things like that won't be discoverable by bots. To show another example here, just to show that, this is only being triggered if there in fact was something added to the DOM, is that if you look at a website that's properly configured, you click Start Logging and you open these, note how nothing is added. There's no new links added. It does say there was a new DOM element added, but no links, no headings, no text blocks, nothing in the summary, because none of those changes actually resulted in any of these links appearing for the first time in the DOM. That's called kind of mounting in the DOM. Why is that? Because they're just using CSS to show and hide this element like they should be. So this is completely discoverable by bots. Whereas, again, if we go back to this Oyster page, hit Start Logging, re-render the page, and hit Start Logging and hover over, all of these did not initially appear in the code of the page. This actually took me several tries to even get this to show up properly. That's how hard it is to do this kind of QA manually. But if I can't show with my mouse right now, but if you look in the right pane right now, you see that luxury within the span tag. And if I hover away from the navigation, watch, it's going to disappear. See how that disappeared? That right there is what we are tracking with this tool, is instances where hovering over something causes an element to appear in the DOM being the code of the page, and then moving away causes it to disappear. Because again, Google and other bots will never be able to pick that up because they're not doing those user-focused events. So that's about it for this demo. If you have any questions or would like to request any features, feel free to go to my website, seoworkflows.com, navigate to the contact page, and you could use this contact form right here to contact me about anything you need. That's about it for the time being. Appreciate the time. Thank you.